All right, while these two quiet, what are you, a disco?
No, I'm trying to do like Frank Sinatra type thing, you know.
Summer wind. All right, this is show 144, and I'd like to introduce my guest, Kamara.
Kamara.
Kamara. No, not Kamara.
Kamara.
All right, Kamara. Kamara, all right?
I was right.
You know, you can leave.
You always deny my thoughts.
I'm going to rip your mustache off. This is Gino Fratelloni, as always, 2 F's, 2 L's, 7 Z's, and 1 E at the end. So, Cam.
Yes, sir.
There's a rumor going around that you're running to be on the Lowell City Council. If we say Lowell, it sounds, you know.
Indeed. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to express my appreciation for both of you for having me here. It was a great introduction.
Well, thank you. Just the check better be in the mail for that.
Definitely, it will come to that, and you know, Gino will vouch for my.
Write it out in full, Gino.
Yes,
right. And so I really appreciate it for the opportunity to be here today.
Well, you won't afterwards.
No, I'm always going to be a happy guy. Always glass half full all the time.
You're going to have a glass mostly empty finished after this. All right, Cam is running for City Council of Lowell. For those people in Chicago, Lowell is next to Westford. They like to do it that way. You know?
Indeed. Lowell or Lowell is named after Thomas Lowell, the famous writer, author for.
He's not the one with the telescope? Probably not.
I don't remember.
Probably his uncle.
Probably. So for the District 7, that's primarily within the acre itself in Lowell, and I will have a contested election. We're going to have a preliminary that is going to be happening on September 21st.
Is that a preliminary vote?
Yeah, that's when the preliminary is going to be voting.
So the winner goes on?
The winner, the two winners, going to go on to the primary in November.
All right. All right, Gino. I want to ask. I want to have you get involved here because you two are like that.
Oh my God!
It's a rumor. Don't believe this.
I just happen to know him longer than you do, but nevertheless.
Well, that wouldn't be hard.
I can vouch for this young man here. He ran before, and he almost got in different area, but now he's running for Lowell because he feels that Lowell needs them, and he has capability, and he's honest, and he tells the truth, and it makes a lot of difference.
Excuse me.
When he runs for something,
Gino,
he runs for the people. Yes, sir.
You almost won, so he suffered from galvanitis?
Yeah.
I do not know if I wanted to use the word suffering from galvanization.
Well, you were afflicted with it.
Well, Dennis Galvin have always galvanized.
He's always been
my voter base, my base, and he's been the galvanizations. He has been galvanizing.
Right. See that? Very good.
Of my campaigning, and he's been with me all of those times since the first time we met. It was some of the greatest moments.
This is very good supporter.
This is Dennis Galvin. He's been on my show several times.
He's a friend.
Who now refuses to come on.
He's a very good supporter.
Thank you.
He's honest, and his integrity is unlimited. As the integrity of this gentleman also, I concur because I know him for a long time. And by the way, I haven't seen him for maybe 2 or 3 years. And when I got invited, the first thing he says, "Hey, how you doing, Gino?" I said to myself, "Oh my God, he remembered my name."
Nobody forgets you. They try to, but they can't.
I still have one of his musical CD somewhere in my storage.
I would put it underneath your wheel of the car. And I went over it.
Can be cracked. And so
I was very, very lucky that he introduced me to his mother and father. His wife was there, the children, and a lot of cousins and so forth. They're very tight family, very nice people. I can vouch for that 100%. And I'm very lucky that I have the wisdom to have known him for so long.
Well, thank you.
I wanted to say thank you, Edward, for the introduction. And
they don't need to suck up to me.
He's a friend. We always argue because that's the way he likes it.
That's the way I like it.
Yeah, that's the way he likes it. But he's a good friend, and he's a very honest individual. Edward is very honest. He likes people, and sometimes if you like to come and just say, Gino sent me, because he says that Edward is a very honest person. He helps everybody. I mean, this gentleman here, he never came to Westford, and I was kind enough to say, would you like to be in Westford TV? I'll introduce you to a nice gentleman. And he says, yeah, I like to come.
Who the hell are you talking about? Oh, me. Sorry.
Yes, he did refer to you as a gentleman.
Well, he's wrong. Please, don't ever refer to me as like that. But continue, Gino.
Okay, would you be kind enough to tell me a little story? Tell me a little story how you got engaged in this event.
A little bit about my background. I was born in Cambodia, survived the Khmer Rouge regime. It was a genocidal regime between 1975 to 1978. After that, we tried to come to the U.S. The first time we did that, we got kicked out through the mountainous range with a whole bunch of landmines that we have to navigate through for a while. And then my parents decided to come back again, and we ended up staying about 4 different refugee camps before we actually got into the United States in 1982.
Wow.
And we landed in Richmond, Virginia, and a couple of years later I was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh.
With one of the rare of the anemic to the bone marrow, so I had to have a transplant on that. It took about a year or so for me to recover, and then in 1987 my parents found that they have a lot of friends and live in Lowell, and so they decided just to come to Lowell.
Right.
And we didn't want to come as the kids because we had friends in Richmond and all of that. So nevertheless, to make that long story, I graduated from Lowell High in '91, and then went on to Norwich University up in Vermont.
That's a military thing.
Yes, it's one of the oldest military, private military colleges.
Am I on top of these things?
Yes.
See that?
In
Make
the
a note, Gino.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
actually in the United States.
Yeah.
And after that, I moved down to Georgia. And
quite a change.
Yeah, I was there supposed to be in '95 because they had the International Olympic in '96. My goal was to see if I would have the opportunity to go see the Olympic venues and all, which I did. I worked my way around here and there, and I got a chance to go to the Olympic Village.
Wow.
We met the Japanese baseball team, which that year they ended up won the championship. And I need to find that pictures to show that I was there. And then during that time, I went on and got my graduate degrees in information system management, and just been working since then.
What school did you go to?
DeVry University. DeVry.
Sounds French.
No, it may be French. It could be DeVry.
DeVaux, yeah.
DeVaux, yes. University. The company I was working in during that time paid for the entire
who cares
thing.
what the name of it is?
Right, and so I said, I'm just like, it took me about 18 to 20 months to complete. It's all I kept focusing on while working full-time.
Yeah.
Had a young daughter.
Is this Atlanta?
Yes, it was in Atlanta. And,
I went to Atlanta, Georgia.
You what?
I went there.
I'm sorry.
Actually, I travel a lot.
Yeah, well, you would, yeah. keep moving, keep moving.
Right. So while I was in Georgia, I decided to volunteer for what they call it known as State Defense Force. It's an auxiliary volunteer arm of the National Guard for about 8 years. From that, I went through and rose to the rank of a captain. And right before I came here, I asked one of the new CEO to see if I can get a grade of a major before I came. He didn't approve my promotion, so, but it's okay. It was a non-paid volunteer organization, but it's probably one of the best times that I served with some of the greatest, awesome individuals in the world. Met a lot of great of those. So when I came up here, I worked through a couple of places, and then it's like, I'm back in town in Lowell. I said, might as well need to go ahead and give back to the community.
That's what you're trying to do.
Yes, and then first I ran and for a school committee, and then I ran for the state rep, and this is the third time that I'm running for the city council.
Did you get on the school committee?
No, I did not.
This is the third time. It's the charm.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Write that down, Gino. It's going to be a campaign. It's a charm.
That time's the charm. I would love to have that opportunity to serve and represent. Met a lot of folks, and a lot of folks have told me the type of individual of me, of how articulate I am, that if I would, you know, to give the opportunity to serve on the council come next year in January, it would be probably one of the greatest pleasure and honorable moment that I'm going to have.
Well, when you win, you're coming back.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. You can just, Gino has my number, Dennis has my number. You can call me if you like. I will respond to you.
He'll drive over your house in the middle of the night.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Sure.
I have my security camera. I can be able to look it up. And
oh, my God, it's Frantalone.
No, you understand that no matter where you are, in Lowell or Westford, if you know somebody in Lowell, you just give them a little sort of appreciation. He told you a little story. He come all the way from Cambodia. Just remember how much we are so lucky. And he was to a point where they had to leave his own country because he was chased. Am I correct? Sort of like chased, and they were killing people and everything. You know what I mean?
Well, we were escaping.
Yeah.
In January 1978, the Vietnamese army decided to invade or liberate Cambodia, one of the two, however, the perspective that you want to look at. That's when my parents, and it's like said, enough of this totalitarian regime government, and that he's looking for an opportunity for my family and the rest of the kids or my siblings to have a better opportunity, both of educations, health, you name it, everything that that liberty can be able to afford us, the freedom and so forth. And so we were very fortunate, even though, you know, 4 different refugee camps, the living condition, it's much worse than anyone could imagine.
Slightly subpar, huh?
Oh, it's not slightly, it's very subpar.
That's what I meant. I was being...
yeah, but thank you for being kind.
I was being facetious here,
yes.
You know?
Yes,
now, for you who don't... Oh.
Yeah, but the question is, they came here honestly, they followed suit, and they went to educate themselves, and they went to work, and they are proud to be an American. And that's what everybody should understand, that you should be proud to be an American, not to socialize to a point where we follow other country. This country is free. We have different ideas, but we should work together as a one big family, not to hate each other just because you have a different color. Supposed to be friends, family.
All we
Never judge anybody.
All you got to do is get America to believe that now.
I wish, but there's a lot of Americans that believes this, yes.
I agree, there's a lot of Americans believe it. Unfortunately, the small proportion numbers of Americans that don't believe have the loudest
the news
voice.
Media loves it.
Oh, the news media loves it. And because the news media hate America for the longest time. And when I told people about the Pulitzer Prize that they're giving out to different standards, a higher standard quality in journalism, it's like I have to educate them and say, Pulitzer Prize was William Pulitzer of the New York Times. he and the Los Angeles Times way back in the 1800s or the late 1800s, they were caught in what was known back then as a yellow journalism. They were fabricating facts and make facts look as false and make the false facts into facts. And so when they got caught, and Pulitzer, it's like I said, the only way to clean up his name, he decided to give the journalistic reporting as the highest quality in order to bury his name, not to look that bad. So you can see that the New York Times has never ever been part of the American at all. So they find so many ways to get rid of the American system, even though this is the very same media that have benefit the capitalistic society that benefit them for the longest time. And I'm just so surprised that, shocked why continuously that the media continue in this path for the longest time. And if anyone such as myself talking about freedom, talking about individual responsibility, we have been vilified, we have been demonized, and whatever the name calling that they could be able to classify us, including some of them have called me to say that I'm a sellout to my own community, and that they wish that I have never been a refugee to come to the United States, and because I don't believe in the values that they were believing in. And so that's fine. I have been threatened when I ran for the state rep, that I was a sellout to the community, that they threatens to beat me up. They said they know where I lived.
Who is these people?
I have no idea. They're on Facebook, and they just start putting all of these information out there.
Not exactly known for the true information.
Yeah, so, but, you know, for whatever it is, my philosophy is always this, is that I may disagree with what they have to say, but I'm willing to die in defense of the freedom for them to have their rights, say whatever they want to say to me.
I hope people understand what he's talking about, because I'm telling you, he come from a very, very terrible place that he lived. And he's told you the story. And we are very lucky that we are here. So maybe we have to try to make understand the other side. To be more friendly, more patriotic, be kind to each other, trying to collaborate with each other. You know what I mean? And the news, if they're not good, just don't listen to it. Maybe in time they will change. They should be proud to say, I'm an American. Here we do this, we do that. We go and save. We give life to save other countries so they have liberty. Look how many American people die just to serve, to help other countries. And in his case, he comes from Cambodia. The Vietnamese trying to control. They're killing for no reason. Why? They're supposed to be brothers and sisters. That's what God put us in this earth.
Is that a long-time hatred between?
Well, it's always been the hatred, the rivalry between the two nations for forever, as long as I can remember. It's just, I just don't know when that healing is going to be done.
What's Cambodia like now? What kind of government they have?
It's a constitutional monarchy. Unfortunately, the prime minister has been in power for nearly 40 years. And he's living on a $1,500 a month, equal to American dollar salary, but he has like 3 or 4 mansions.
Well, yeah, I wonder how he got them.
I don't know. Probably, you know, he got a page from Ferdinand Marcos.
Well, his wife spent a lot of money on shoes, though.
Yeah, I don't know how she got that, too. So
that's why Pinatubo went up. They dumped the shoes into the Pinatubo, and it couldn't take it, so it blew up.
Okay.
Little known fact.
I did not know that.
Well, I'm not surprised, because it's not true.
Yeah, okay.
What does that got to do with it?
I don't know. I was going to, like I said, I don't know if any of her shoes would fit me, you know. But
5,000 pair. Hey, you imagine that? I could see 3,000. But 5?
Really?
Come on, huh?
I'm lucky if I got 5 pairs for Canada.
Oh, you wearing your slippers today?
Yeah.
Very
you like
nice.
it? Nice and clean.
Where'd you get those? Milano?
Well, you're writing a book.
Yeah.
I bought this because I'm comfortable.
I'm an investigative reporter. I don't care if they're comfortable.
Do you know how much they charge me?
Is it made in Italy, in Italy?
No, I have some Italian shoes. I agree with you. But these are more comfortable, and I can walk around and everything.
Where'd you get them, at Sears?
No, actually, the company is Cohen.
Kohl's?
You want me to spell it?
Kohl apostrophe S.
All right. It's a nice, it's a nice company. And then when I went there, they gave me 30% discount.
Well, they know you.
Well, they say, Gino says we give you 30%.
Gino, here's a 30. Forget about it says 5% there. We'll give you a 30. And remember us when the money comes in.
Nice.
Right, Gino?
Correct.
Nice.
He can get you one for a 50% increase. Were these a sellout, one of a kind?
Maybe we should send Edward to Cambodia for a month or so, see if he likes it.
Oh, he will love it.
Oh, send me during the winter, you know. I want,
yeah.
Get out of here, will you? You go. Not you, him.
Okay. Well, right now in Cambodia, it's considered as a monsoon cold weather season.
Yeah, it's muggy
the opposite.
Oh, yeah, it's snowing, right?
No, it's just a lot of rain.
Extremely
a lot of rain.
Extremely muggy.
A lot of rain.
Yeah,
a lot of rain.
The insects knock on the door. Let me in.
Let me in.
Actually, you can just use a mosquito net and trap them and just make those edible something.
Oh, yes. Mosquito soup. Very good.
Oh, my God.
Well, how big are they over there?
I never thought of that.
Probably big enough.
They're big.
They're supposed to be for the birds, not for people. But
Oh, no.
people
No, it's a dining needle. The dragonflies eat them.
Oh, my God.
They eat insects. Right in the middle of the air.
Hey.
They're cute, too. They got the big eyes, and they go, hi.
Actually, dragonfly is not that very tasty. I've ate it before.
Oh, how could you eat a dragonfly? Stop
I don't know. It looked very tasty.
He don't look toasty or tasty to me. There's several types. The biplane.
Yeah, you kind of roast it a little once the wings burn off. Okay, I think that's time.
Okay, that's enough, Dick. Hey, knock it off in there with your crickets. He'll have them for dinner.
Actually, I do have a photo and a video of me eating cricket as well.
And then they rushed them off to the doctor. Then he turned into Batman.
That's the only bird I haven't eaten.
Really? A bat?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, when you live in Cambodia during that regime, there are plenty of food, there are plenty of fruits, but they will not allow us to eat.
Why?
They just don't want us to eat. They want us to eat at a commune where they cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And there's a limitation. You get there late, that's SOL, sorry, you're out of luck, type of thing.
If you go late, you don't eat?
Yeah, you go in late, you don't eat because...
This sounds super.
So nothing that you can say or do to stop any of those.
Was there a McDonald's there?
Negative, sir. We can't even have any of those.
What about a Burger King?
Negative as that. So I saw one of these things. I wanted to, when we're talking about communism, I got this little image here that some people posted. They said, how to do communism. First and foremost, establish a new communist utopia, which that's what Cambodia did.
Utopia.
Utopia. Then rob or kill the successful, which they did kill lawyers, doctors, nurses, anyone who had education. Wow. They kill them off. Third, force the rest to work for free, which we did. They will force us into the countryside, doing a lot of farming with rice and fields and all of that. All the plenty that we receive, we never eat. And then run out of food, which was true. We didn't have enough food to eat. starved to death. There are a lot of people were starved to death. There were a lot of because they wouldn't let us to eat. And then say it wasn't real communism, and then start back at the beginning. This is the truly accurate descriptions of what communism is, and what the politician in America and some of the wings of individuals that has been propagating and advocating for socialism and communism in America, they always say America will do better under communist regime.
Oh, sure.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The person at the top.
Right. I'm sorry. It's not going to
I would suggest if anybody likes to be communist or socialist, they should go to a country where they really have socialism and communism. Maybe to stay, maybe for vacation for 3 months. And
quite a vacation.
And then they might come back and change their mind. And they say, why did I leave? I could stay here, enjoy myself.
If they come back.
Yeah, if they come back. So it's
oh,
how about an all expenses paid vacation to Siberia in January?
That might not be a bad idea.
Oh yeah, but you don't have to worry about insects.
No, just
they give you your igloo.
Yeah, all the ice you want.
Yeah, and don't put the flame up too high to cook something.
Right. No, you're very lucky that you came. I appreciate it. For the government, they say you can come, even though you went through the camps.
Should have gone through Mexico.
These people, they come from all over. They don't have camps. They give them a ticket. They can go anywhere they want. And that's not right, because if you come in this country, you should come legally. They should know who they are, where they can get them, and they have to learn the language. They have to learn the trade. We can't support the whole world, even because they're not happy where they are. They have to come to a point where we can support them, to give them a job.
Why do we give them a job? The Americans don't have jobs.
That's what I'm saying. The American comes first, and if there is extra job, then they should come, and they have to wait their turn. Not just let them come in. They're going to take advantage, and they will not even appreciate it.
You want me to call up Nancy Pelosi to get a counterpoint?
Leave the lady alone. She got enough trouble.
She ain't got enough. She's rather quiet, though. I think Biden told her to keep
in quiet. My personal opinion, the illegal immigrants or illegal aliens that come across the border through Mexico, I can almost guarantee that these individuals came to the United States looking for the American dreams.
Right.
To work, to have that opportunity to prove themselves that they can do all the jobs and so forth. Unfortunately, our federal government do not see it that way. They're looking for a population control by divide ourselves among different groups so they can still hold on to their power.
That's not right.
It is not right.
That's not right.
Gino, ready?
Yeah.
We have 20. Now we have 18 seconds.
Yes, sir.
On your final wrap-up, what do you have to say? Vote for this man.
Go ahead.
Right?
Thank you both for having me here tonight and today on WCAT. It's been a pleasure, and I'm running for the acre in Lowell.
Okay. Thank you very much. Give him a hand here. All right. We want Cam. We want... Oh, sorry.
Ed Sullivan is dead, but Cohen isn't. And when it comes to weather, Cohen's smart. As New York as you get, his money's on the Mets, which goes to show that Ed's a Joe who always bets his heart. You'll hear a slick review or two from Nicky. And Cantor Something Berg will sing some song. There's weather news and shtick, enough to make you sick. You'll be glad you came along.